Hey everybody and welcome to the Sim channel. My name is Leon and I recently got the chance to visit Heusinkveld Engineering in Groningen in the Netherlands. They agreed to let me make a video for this channel, but we had to rush the whole thing a little, so unfortunately there was no chance to structure anything or even have multiple takes. So we'll start out with the factory tour, and after that I'll talk a little about the two sim rigs that I tested. So then, without further ado, here's the factory tour.
All right. Hey everybody, I'm here with Remco of Heusinkveld Engineering. And we're going for a quick tour, I guess, of the fairly new Heusinkveld Engineering building.
Yes, we've been here for a year. As you can see, nice and roomy, lots of space. There is the assembly line. Bastian and Alfred, say hi guys.
Hi.
These are the guys who build all the pedals and all the shifters and handbrakes that we send out.
Yeah, we had a larger line of pedals standing around earlier, but they've been packed, I guess.
Packed and shipped, I guess.
Oh yeah, all right. Fast at work here. All right.
Here are some pro pedals ready to be packed.
Actually, quite a few.
These were built last week.
See,
The clutches were made this morning.
Uh-huh. How many do you build in a day?
Oh, I'd have to ask the guys.
I mean, this is like, if all of them were made this morning, nice job.
Yeah.
So here's some more.
These are
What is
some-
this exactly?
These are not commercial.
Oh,
These
there's
are
yeah.
The
mhm.
race center edition.
Right. Yeah. Sven told me about them earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the simulators that we rent out,
Yeah.
that other people rent out.
Yeah.
Here are some ultimates.
Uh huh.
Sold out at the moment. Well, you can see why. There's one of each
Yeah.
and no clutches. More will be built tomorrow and the day after.
All right.
Here are some parts. Stainless steel laser cut for us here in the Netherlands. Some curved pedal plates.
Those are new, right?
Those
I think the ones I've been driving were straight.
The older ones had straight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh huh.
Here, of course, some very nice ultimate parts.
Yeah.
I think this is a clutch arm right here, ready to be assembled. Lots of little parts that we have to keep track of.
Yeah.
All the
Right.
boys.
Yeah. I remember. I mean, I've seen a lot of these parts from my own clutch mod. I guess I've had plenty of those whatever they're called in English.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
nuts and bolts and whatever. So I recognize some of the things that I've been using as well. But yeah, a lot more of this stuff around here.
Yeah,
Great.
lots of pedals are going out the door every month,
Yeah.
and the guys are building them basically by memory.
How many do you sell in a month? Or is that
Yeah, that's classified,
secret?
I think.
That's classified. All right. Yeah, that's fine. But I hear you're doing well, and sim racing products overall are doing quite well these days and
Yes,
these
we're
years.
expanding. We just hired a third guy
Yeah.
who's here 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Packing's done over here.
Uh huh. Yeah. Let's have a look.
All the accessories are
So, okay, yeah, some electronics, some cables, some squishy rubber things. Very nice. All right.
That's my corner over there. That's where I occasionally build full simulators, turnkey as we call them.
Uh-huh.
So completely set up with computer, monitors, everything working,
Yeah.
so we can deliver a fully working simulator to
Uh-huh.
someone who doesn't want to do his own work.
Yeah. That's nice. Over there's the new test bench, I guess.
Yes.
We can show it as well,
Yes.
right?
We kind of stole the idea from IKEA. This is our pedal tester. We can set it to do 10,000 runs, and it will press the brake pedal 10,000 times, sometimes at a slight angle.
Uh-huh.
So we can see whether when the first squeak occurs, when the first part shows some signs of deterioration,
Uh-huh.
and we can maybe adjust our pedals accordingly.
Yes, very nice. So you're keeping track of durability and really making sure that your products are high quality.
Yes, yes, as well. This one is nice to mention, I guess. These are our weights.
Ah, okay. They look much like what I got at home.
We use them to calibrate the pedals to see if
Oh.
our calculations are correct.
All right.
We attach a pedal to the workbench like this,
Uh-huh.
and then we hook up the 55 kilograms and see what it says in the view.
That's that's really cool.
So we verified the Pro pedal set to 55 kilograms before it reached 100.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that was heavy.
Yeah. All right. Are we going upstairs now, or?
Here
Yeah.
with the new logo. Some ready to be shipped.
And a very pretty car right outside the door. I'm just kidding.
Upstairs we have the reception area. With all our pedals, shifter, handbrake.
All right. So first off, we got some ultimate pedals here. Actually, two sets, I guess. One with a base plate and one without, right?
Yes, this one is set up very lightly, and this one is set up
Okay.
to the max.
Yeah.
Same for the brakes and the clutch. This is the
Oh yeah.
toughest
Oh,
clutch, and it's hard.
you're struggling.
Hard to
Okay,
do that
I'll
by
try them as well. Okay.
That
Well,
one's
this is
all right.
this is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
This one's a little tougher.
Yeah. You have to lean into it. All right. Then we got a couple of hand brakes here, with different arm positions, I guess, for different styles, just or different.
Yes, whichever way you want to
Yeah.
install them.
And then we have the sequential shifters over here, with the 3 different arms.
All of these are the same box with different length shaft and different size knobs, of course.
Also, are they internally difficult or different in
No,
the
exactly the
resistance?
same.
But this one, of course,
It's-
being the longest arm,
Exactly.
it feels way easier than
Different,
the
more
short one. Yeah. All right, and then we have some Pro pedals over here.
Yeah, exactly
Also-
the same story. Very light
Yeah.
and a little tougher.
All right. There's
brake.
oh yeah, there's not a lot of. Is this already like the furthest you press it in, or when racing, or does it go further in? I'm just a little afraid to push it too hard now.
You can push it as hard as
I
you
mean,
want.
Okay, but there's not a lot of.
Not a lot of
Basically, this
pressure
is just pressure regulated, and you don't really use any travel.
No. This
Yeah.
one's the softest, and as you can see, a bit more travel than that one.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Right. Oh, this is very light. This is pinky light. Yeah. This. Still manageable with a pinky. Yeah. Oh, and then here I see the thing that I've tried before, the H pattern gearbox, right? Is it, or is it something else?
Nope, this is the H pattern.
Yeah.
This is the second prototype, which is not functional because we only have one set of electronics.
Yeah.
This is just here so you can feel it. Bam.
Right, and a base plate all by itself. Okay, nice, and tablet. Let's turn off. All right.
At the expo.
All right, yeah. I guess this is the expo stand basically that you used, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? We got some nice little model cars here.
This is our retro cabinet with all the games from our youth.
Yeah.
That's where it started for me, Grand Prix 2 in
Oh.
1996.
Yeah.
You as
Me
well?
too. Me
Nice.
too. Yes. I did
Uh,
some even it was called online racing back then, but it was just
Dial-up.
uploading replays and
yes.
comparing race
I
times.
did that. I did that.
You too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we raced against each other. I'm not sure.
Could be. I'm a little older, of course, but
Yeah, I was 12 or 13 when I did
right.
that.
Yes, I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
So got two factory sealed Grand Prix Legends there.
Very nice.
That's the game that brought us all together, because we all
Yeah.
played it and then we got to know each other.
Ah, I see.
Oh, you're from
See.
Groningen too? Yes, so am I. And then we
Yeah.
met up and then we had a good time.
Yeah, and then there's
drinking
some.
beer and hanging out and all that stuff that we don't do anymore.
And up here we have some Accolade Grand Prix circuit and the cycles.
Those are too old for me.
Yeah, I think I've seen them on like my cousin's computer, way back in early '90s or so. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, my camera has a 10-minute video limitation, and we just hit that a minute ago with Remco. He had to leave now. He's got some stuff to do outside of the office. So he left me here in the simulator room with all the very fanciest of gear. Sim racing heaven, basically. I'm now almost alone at Heusinkveld. The two assembly guys are still downstairs, but I have permission to show you guys around a little. So I'll get rid of my face and show you the simulators that are up here. So here's the, I guess, smallest simulator, the little one. We have a triple screen setup with a Bodnar wheel. This is the smallest one, but I can assure you it's plenty strong actually. And from just driving it a little just now, I can tell that you don't really need anything more than that. But this is not Heusinkveld. This is though. So here we got the pedal shifter. No, sorry, the H pattern shifter, of course. And we've got the Pro pedals over here, complete with clutch and I guess a custom base plate in also a Heusinkveld rig. That they also sell, but this is not one of their main products. So the main products are the pedals and, well, shifters. So over here we got the beefy one, the big one with the highest, the most powerful Bodnar direct drive wheel, and we got the ultimate pedals without a clutch, but still mighty impressive. Actually, no, we shouldn't turn on the light. The lights are very flickery in here. I hope you can still see it somehow though, even though it's quite dark and reddish. Yeah, of course you see triple screen setups, and here we have some, I have no idea what exactly this wheel is. You guys probably know better than me. I see some sort of quick release, I think, or maybe it's bolt on, I'm not sure. But it has pedal shifters, and there's a handbrake and a sequential shifter. Yeah, we just ran Assetto Corsa on this one and Automobilista on this one. Other than that, I guess I can quickly show you, without going into too much detail, the offices of Heusinkveld. So this is where the guys work. We've got a big nice Heusinkveld logo as well. But since I'm alone here right now, I don't want to really show you too much in too much detail around here. Not trying to piss anyone off.
Right, so I kept on rambling for a little longer, but I'll spare you this and instead share my impressions with the simulators. As already mentioned, the left one consisted of the Heusinkveld Ultimate Brake and Throttle, the strongest Bodnar sim steering wheel, and a race car rim with buttons and pedal shifters. We had Assetto Corsa running on this one, however the wheel wasn't set up properly for the sim, so it all felt a little soft and there wasn't a lot of road feedback in the wheel. I guess therefore I'll just talk about the pedals. First off, all Heusinkveld pedals are made for operation with your shoes on, since the forces required are just a lot higher than on most consumer grade wheels, which you would usually drive with your socks on. Now unfortunately I don't have proper racing shoes, so I just went with my regular Vans. The ultimate throttle pedal had a good amount of travel and resistance without being too difficult to hold down, and it felt very linear throughout. I would guess that this is as good as it gets. Operating it was very intuitive and overall I have no complaints. At the same time, I'd say don't expect the throttle pedal to be totally different from everything you've seen before. It's really good at what it is, it's certainly very precise, but it's also just a linear throttle pedal. Importantly though, it can be adjusted in resistance so it doesn't feel awkwardly weak next to the ultimate brake pedal, and this is where it gets interesting. The ultimate brake pedal was set up to the weakest setting it can have, but in terms of resistance, it was already a different world from anything I've tried before. The first thing you realize when using this pedal is that in order to brake hard, your whole body has to commit to braking. It's no longer just pushing your foot down, you really have to lean into it with considerable force. I could even imagine that at the strongest setting it may become altogether difficult to push the pedal all the way down. Since I've never driven a race car, I can't say how close it is to those, but since these pedals are popular with racing teams, I assume they come fairly close. Of course, in a race car the G-forces will also help tremendously in pushing the pedal down. One more thing that I noticed was that I wasn't really able to confidently modulate the brake force, but this was very likely just an issue with a bad brake gamma setting in the sim, and thus could be fixed easily. I didn't want to spend too much time fiddling with the settings, but in combination with the less than ideal settings of the steering wheel, I didn't feel overly comfortable driving in this rig. So let's just move over to the second rig. This one featured the full Pro pedal set, that is all 3 pedals, the smallest boat in a direct drive wheelbase, at 60 Newton meters with a very small diameter wheel and no buttons or pedal shifters. Instead, it had the only working prototype of the announced Heusinkveld H-pattern shifter installed. We were using Automobilista, and in this case the Sim Commander software was set up properly for the sim. We took an MCR race car with a manual transmission to Brands Hatch, and what an experience this combination was to drive. The forces in the wheel were very strong, probably comparable to go-karts, and there was very detailed and fast road feedback. Right from the start, the wheel, the pedals, and the shifter just felt right. They took me almost no time getting used to, and I could essentially get right into learning the car and track combination without thinking too much about the hardware I was using. I don't know what strength the pedals were set up to, but it felt just right for use with shoes, and I was able to properly modulate the brake. The pedal spacing was well set up for heel and towing, and altogether I felt really comfortable pushing the car and braking late. If anything, I might have preferred the clutch to give a little more resistance overall, but again, I don't know how it was set up and I don't think it was at the stiffest setting already. I'll be getting a set for myself soon, and I'll certainly review it for the channel more thoroughly at some point. Also, I'll add a preview video of the announced H-pattern shifter in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. In conclusion, I believe the ultimate pedals are a great choice for racing teams who want to have a simulator that realistically simulates the forces in a race car. For regular sim racing purposes, where you drive all kinds of cars, including street cars, these are not the pedals you're looking for. Or at least, these are not the brakes you're looking for, since even on the minimum setting, they require a lot more force than any street car, and it just feels weird having to apply so much force if you're in a regular car. This is home territory for the Pro pedal, which from my first impression are an excellent set of pedals for any sim racer that really don't leave a lot to be desired, if anything. Alright, that will be it for this video, but I'll leave you with a little more driving footage. Thank you for watching, press like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more sim racing related videos. Take care and goodbye.